Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Boilermakers will boot it away to start the game. Coming out with it, it's Henderson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The offense set for a first down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Let's see what they have in the bag on third and short from their own 18. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll try to run for it. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield.
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there, they'll pin their ears back, get to the QB, get the sack.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And offensively, I love running these track routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered.
And that pass picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not the start this offense wanted.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
He knows nothing. lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for us.
This offense has a second down play. Fires to the big fella. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
Never know how it happens, but it happens. Defenses lose sight of those big, huge, pass-catching tight ends. You could tell there, maybe bit on the play fake a little bit too much. Lost him for a second. He takes care of the rest and gets the touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Alabama quickly back to the line. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. The give is to Miller. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Here comes the hurry up. They'll leave it with him. And it's loose. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
The offense lining up for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Finds the tight end. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air, it's Card. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On fourth down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Here comes the offense on first down. The give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Takes the grab. It's Adams. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage. When he drags across the field, you can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Direct snap. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. They would have needed a 50-yard field goal from here, so instead they'll keep the offense out there and go for it. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it, and they convert. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Bama!
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. Fourth down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. Splits the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Card. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. And the offense is really backed up as this ball is down at the 5.
And That is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Alabama.
Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. He wants to throw. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Haynes. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll throw it on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After getting knocked down behind the line, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Finds his big tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown time!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. heads back out to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Looking for a huge play. Fires into traffic, picked off. Takes it the other way. At the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. First down here for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. He fires one deep down the right side. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Boilermakers want to crank the tempo. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He'll come out throwing on first down. He'll take another shot here. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Purdue!
Number 26.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Now, last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Set to kick off.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Here comes the offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And the offense going deep down the field, and you can see the speed they have at wide receiver. These guys scare you to death because their ability to stretch the defense and take the top off of the defense. You saw it right there, and all of a sudden this offense is in the red zone.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Pulls it and fires to the left. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Pushes ahead. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Dropping back, it's Card. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Running it to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. And the ball is intercepted. Even with minimal gain on the return, they are working with a short field from the 36.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Boilermakers moving quickly to the line. Wide out in motion. Looking to throw, it's Card. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires on the move. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
It's so important to know where you are on the field. Great job, great hands, great awareness. Make sure you get that grab, possess the ball, and get that foot in bounds.
And the ball is picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. The quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Across the 25, he's got room. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to move it through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Power football with the run. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Milroe. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, you know, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's
afterburners coming. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The give out of the gun. At the 35, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just
too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Boilermakers want to move quickly. Back to pass, it's Card. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Pulls and fired complete. The Boilermakers get the first down.
That is so deflating on defense, too, because in your own red zone, 3rd down, you need to make a stop. You know they're going to throw to the weapon at tight end, but it's one thing to draw it up on the blackboard. It's another thing to go execute and prevent that guy from catching the ball. He's so big He's so athletic. You could have the perfect play call on, and he's still picking up the first.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Here's the handoff. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got it. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And I like it. 3rd down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a 1st and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Purdue! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Going for it all. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep getting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
1st down here for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. It's complete on the right side. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. And the Boilermakers come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there, but what a game this dude is having.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. He'll just keep slinging it. He's got his man. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. On 1st down, here comes this offense. The give to the tailback. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
They it's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, and set up a good second down.
Rides to the back. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Miller with the ball. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team. If they're having this much success on the ground, it starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Makes the catch. It's Miller. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down for this offense. Quarterback will audible. Back to throw, it's Card. Flips it out to the back. The offense coughs it up. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following up for a massive fumble recovery.
This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. Trying to start the drive with a pass. They're trying to get to him. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game, the defense knows they're going to throw the football. 1st down, they get sacked. 2nd down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on 3rd down.
He wants a big play here late. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Almost took that one all the way back.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Alabama, 21.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. They got it snapped before the play clock ran out. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. This offensive coordinator is going to have to be creative. Time is winding down, and the offense has to move quickly. He's taking a deep shot, and he's thrown another interception. Trying to take it back. He's at the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense. And
touchdown, Purdue! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away.
Set to kick this one away.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting until the bitter end as they'll take the unvictory formation. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. To the air, it's Milroe. Trying to get to him. At the 35, he's loose. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. A little sports history, David. Upset is the only horse ever to defeat Man of War. And that's why we call games like this an upset.
I really had no clue that was a real thing. But I do know this is an upset. This team was unranked, beat a ranked team. But you went out and got your respect. You gained it now. Let's build on this throughout the season. One win, great win. Now let's go ahead and build some momentum in the future.
Reese, some might say you're not a one-trick pony with that reference. And obviously, this was the team, the unranked team, that had the horses to get this thing done. Too much firepower, just too much explosiveness on offense, great defense. What a tremendous win.